changed, right?
Oh, absolutely. We used to have frost by the middle of August because we had to go and cover up my dad's garden, and that took sheets of plastic and blankets, and I mean he had about a 25 by 100-foot long garden.
Oh, wow.
And you said snow halfway up the windows.
That was in the 50s.
Uh-huh.
No, wait a minute, that was in the 60s. We would, my sister and I, when we were teenagers, would wrap ourselves in blankets in August and run down to the lake and drop the blankets at the end of the pier and jump in.
Oh, funny.
Because it was so cool, huh?
Yeah, because it was cold. And in the first years of the 40s, there were no other houses around. Al Mager eventually came up with, and we'd see him. He lived across the lake. But Angel's Rest in No Fish Bay was just an abandoned house. And we explored it, and there were deer turds on the second floor. So the deer had
gone up
walked
the
stairs.
Oh, probably
Uh-huh.
in the wintertime, you're
Yeah.
thinking, not over the snow and that sort of thing.
I don't think so, because it was
Oh,
too high. I think they went up the stairs.
Really?
Yeah, because you know a deer there.
Right.
Yeah.
And we always were amused by the thought of a couple of deer looking out the second floor window up there.
Mager was another name on Oxbow that had a resort. Mager's
Yeah,
had a resort.
it was right across where Roses
Right,
have their
yeah.
place now, and he had 3 cottages along the lake here. He had the prettiest view, and then he had a lodge over and back, which they've torn down. And Al Mager, his mainstay of his diet were bullfrogs. Legs, frog legs.
For all the
And
legs, at least.
Every night. And we used to play with frogs. We used to catch them and release them, and we'd make frog cities and frog everything.
What a riot.
And, but Al kept catching them, and then we don't have many frogs anymore. up
Yeah,
there.
that's another
There are
thing.
very
you don't
few
see.
frogs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but, and I'm sad about that. But,
Have you
'cause I
seen
love
the
to hear
quality?
them.
Have you seen the quality of your lake change? Has as people have built in here, has the water quality changed perceptibly?
I often get mouthfuls of water, and it tastes okay.
Uh-huh.
It tastes good.
But it still looks as
The
clear and
clarity,
nice as
yeah.
you remember.
The clarity, yeah, it's about the same.
Okay.
It is not.
I thought of one more resort, I think, over at Black's Landing. Was there a resort on the end of that peninsula too?
That's on that island.
No,
Black's Landing?
no.
There was a road called Black's Landing Road, I think, that is now at the end of Bow Road. Okay.
My dad knew all these people, and I've heard names. But
Right.
I'm not kidding you. We were
You stay put.
You stayed
Isn't
put.
the largest island, excuse me, the largest island in this lake, isn't that Black's?
No.
I believe it's
forgot.
off of the end of that road that's called Black's Landing. It lies right, not too
There,
far off.
it's got a sign right on.
I could be
the
wrong. I
shore.
didn't know.
You can look on that map.
But I had heard that one time there were at least 7 resorts on Oxbow Lake.
At one
Some of them
time,
weren't so
our
large.
kids would get around a lot, and by that time they had the motorboat, and they would get gas, and they'd stop for treats. I think it was at Hills back there. Again, I never even saw. I was never on their property.
Well, it made a big difference when you could have a motorboat, I'm sure, versus rowing all around this lake.
Yeah.
And by that time, I had 5 kids, and
Then you were
then I was
tied
really-
here with
yeah,
the.
then I was really busy.
Uh-huh.
I used to see Chet's mother, and I got to know her, just sitting in the laundromat waiting for the clothes to get done.
And her name was Amanda?
Amanda.
Amanda Dumask.
And
I think,
of course, I just didn't say much. I listened to her. And we had very opposite ways of raising children.
Well, the
because
other,
I went through the.
we're about out of tape here, so we're
Okay.
a little bit still on tape. But you said the other day, when Chet was talking about his mother, you kind of said, well, there are other sides to that story. Kind of. Yeah.
Well, this was what, from what I heard from Amanda. And
Uh-huh.
of course, and she was very nice. I enjoyed her.